welcome to another edition of Hometown Heroes on Family Life. I'm your host, Bill Price. Our guest this week, Pat Vaccaro from Scranton. She's using dogs to help college kids cope with COVID and with life. Oh, this is cool. Canines on campus. Tell us about this pet therapy program at the University of Scranton. Why was it started and what does it do?
So a number of years ago, we at the university had noticed that around the time of finals and midterms, the students get super stressed. And a lot of students will say, oh, I miss my dog. And we just thought we'd start something where we'd ask faculty, staff to bring their dogs, their pets in, dogs, for students to pet them and just do kind of a stress relief, sit on the floor, pet a dog, and just feel better about yourself. And it was super, super popular. Mm-hmm. So we started it in a small auditorium the first couple of years, and then we moved it to outside on a green, and we get over 1,000 students that walk through in the 2-hour period to pet dogs.
Yeah. Well, I know if I'm coming home from a hard day of work or things are stressful in my life, as soon as I see my 2 dogs, instantly lightens the mood drastically.
It definitely does. I mean, research shows that the whole, therapeutic thing that goes on with dogs, but especially with COVID, we've seen more and more students asking here on campus to have like therapy animals or what they call emotional support animals. So this is more important now than ever for students.
Yeah, COVID has changed the rules for all of us, and this is neat that you have this program there to help students, especially this time of year with added stress, with finals, and I understand this has been going on for quite a number of years.
Yeah, and the original thing, we were kind of laughed at by people. People were like, what the heck, that's not a great idea. And, liability is always an issue with pets, but now we have like actual therapy animals, like from different agencies and organizations that come in addition to faculty, staff, students who have animals on campus. And sometimes parents drive in from New Jersey and New York with their son or daughter's pet, and they actually bring them. Like this year we had a mom whose son couldn't come home for spring break and hasn't been home since Christmas, and she surprised him with Jake, his dog, and he was like almost in tears. So
that's great. What kind of dogs are you using?
We had a St. Bernard, we had 10 labs, we had little dogs, big dogs, German Shepherds. It's just all dogs. There's no rhyme or reason. Yeah. And the students like the little poodly kind, and they love the big. We had our institutional advancement director has a huge St. Bernard, and she was there, and it's just a good mix. Not only are the kids happy, but the dogs look so happy.
Well, that's cool. The different strokes for different folks when it comes to the pooches. But just talk to us, and finally, Pat, what a neat program. The reaction from these students, and I guess it works. It probably does lower their stress level going into finals.
Well, especially with COVID this time of year, their mental health is really at risk for a lot of students. There's so much pressure with school, and some kids are graduating and trying to, keep their grades. Like, we have really intense students sometimes. So just to ease their mental health a little bit and to give them a break to just kind of come and be. This year, it was funny because we usually do have it outside, and there was a tent that we had to use because it rained. We had students waiting in line 20 minutes in the pouring rain to get into that tent to see the dogs. So it's just something they need, and it just makes them happy. And you know what? Isn't that what our work is all about?
That's Pat Vaccaro from Scranton, PA, this week's Hometown Hero. Join us next week as we search for your home, your town, your hero. It's Hometown Heroes on Family Life.